Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we're finding, learning, and turning the great strategy games. Today, back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play against the Soviet AI, and we're almost to the end of a turn here. We had surrounded Stalino. I don't know if it looks great, but it is surrounded, at least for the moment. But I need to go back. We need to go back and clean up the line the best we can because we've got a few issues. Well, that's not true. We've got a lot of issues, but we've specifically got quite a few around the D Town, Z Town area. And so we're going to go back and take a look at that before we turn the turn. No, I don't want to. I don't want anybody to groan when I say that. I know everybody. I want to see what's going to happen next too, but I think we got to clean up a few things. So anyway, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. McCall F is here. David Bartello, Peter Klaus, William, hello. Gregor Zemla, hello from Poland. Hi, Poland. Good to have you. We're trying to save you from the Soviets. Sure. Poor Poland. I had one of my very best friends is first generation from Poland. His family came over to the United States. They were both janitors for 20 years. They built up enough money. They bought their apartment building. They bought the apartment building next to them, and then they ended up owning half of the south side of Chicago. And I met him in law school. Great success story. So anyway, okay, I don't know why I'm getting off on this tangent. We've got things to do. Thank you for dropping by. It's a Saturday morning. That's always, well, it's a Saturday morning where I am, probably Saturday evening or afternoon where you are. It's a beautiful day in Southern California. Great day to play a war game. And so let's jump right into it. And hey, Nord, what's up? I didn't think you were from Poland, Nord. I always assume you as a big Viking, but that could be wrong. I don't know. That's just how I picture you in my mind, Nord, as a rather large from Viking stock. But maybe that's just the screen name. Anyway, all right. What do I want to do around here? Well, we've got this pretty well choked off. I like this part of it okay. I don't think now that these units are isolated, they're not going to be able to make any kind of push towards Z Town, right? They shouldn't be able to. Because of that, I actually want to take some of these troops and move them north. Uh, uh, these units can't really go very far, and even if they do, they would run into the back of our line if we move these guys up here. And so I want to start moving some of these Germans to the north. But before I'm not sure which way to go first here. We've got this really weak area here. We tried to do a probe attack in here. Now, what we found out is there's a rifle division and a question unit. Whatever the heck a question unit is. We just don't know. We may run recon over that before our next turn just to see. We don't want to necessarily be attacking into a rifle corps with panzers into an urban area. So we'll see what we're doing there. Now, I'd love it if we could get some infantry up here. We'll probably attack with motorized, as I like to do. But I guess we'll just start up here. There's nothing else to move here. I did move this unit back just so it doesn't get separated here. As you can see, Rostov, which we may or probably do need, is not far away, and it doesn't appear the Soviets now in 1942, at least at this late area of 1942, have much in the secondary line or in reserves. Now we'll see if that's true. We'll see what they come with, but it doesn't look that way. Let's put it that way anyway. We've got a Panzer division and we've got some headquarters there. We've got a motorized division and some headquarters there. I think that all looks fine. Viking is out here and it's also holding a headquarters. I think through here, this would be nearly impossible for the Soviets to get through to link up. So I think this is okay. If I was worried about it, I guess we could maybe move this motorized to the north. Uh, I could move this cavalry here just to stand in the way. They would have to at least expend movement points that way. I think I'll do that. I'll move that cavalry there. This cavalry can't move. The tough Romanian cavalry. This cavalry, let's actually see, we've got them double choked off here. But let's move this one back a hex. Now they may try to attack into this, but I don't think they're going to get anywhere, and they'll use up movement points. This 328th Jaeger, I've got the other part. Well, here's one part of the other Jaeger. So we'll eventually maybe get this thing back together. I've been talking about it for 40 turns. Maybe we will. We'll see. Down here then, we've got Germans that could move a little bit to the north, and I think I want to do that because this is eventually going to be the line, and I would love to clean this up with Romanians if we can. So let's move these Germans a little to the north. All right. And we do give him a little space to operate here, but to where? It's sort of the road to nowhere. He also would have a chance to get through here, but I don't think we can really move anything there. And we've got him blocked off pretty well here. He has to come across the river. I guess he could try to shoot the gap here. I don't think they can do that, quite frankly. Now, this German unit could also move a little north. I've got this here. I brought up that Romanian armor just because we needed something stacked there. Let's move this a little bit north. They may get attacked into, and then here's the cavalry, one of the cavalry corps headquarters. I don't want to stack him with him. Who could I put it? Let's put it back here. I think everybody's still in command from there. Okay, so that's good. That's fine anyway. Let's say that. We've got this Panzer Regiment here. We've got this Jaeger division. My original plan was to take these guys, up this way, but some of these guys can't get very far, obviously. I do need something blocking this way, and I've decided I'm actually going to move this over one because we cannot have the Soviets push right through here. Now, this isn't very strong, but it's something. So we're going to do that. I'm going to actually bring this north, but where? Where is the question? So this can't move anymore. It's not strong enough to do much anyway. 71st ID, it's at half strength. We could stack there. He's with these guys. We've got the split off panzer divisions. I think maybe we leave that there. Okay, he's stacked there. We could triple stack there if we really wanted to get crazy. He could move into Z-Town, could he? Is that true? If we put the Panzer back together, this unit can then go protect Z-Town. All right, let's do that, and let's put the Panzers back together. That makes me feel a little better. We've got more infantry up there. Again, where's he going to go? He's totally isolated, probably doesn't have much supply, and also doesn't have much fuel. I don't think any of this stuff's going anywhere. So we've got that up in there now. I'll move this one click north just to, make sure he can't bust anything through here. This unit looks really weak. I'm tempted to stack that with the Panzer. One over. Mm, I may just leave that right there. He could move back, but this one can't move. We really need a double stack there, although this is the strongest ID we have here. Actually, I think I will do that. Let's take this and actually move. That's a level 2 fort, though. All right, let's double stack with them. This is our strongest unit in this area. We've also got the Slovaks. We've got an infantry division there. Okay, I'm not saying it's perfect. I think it's a little better this way. At least we got some infantry to the north, and we'll just try to clean all of this up with Romanians like we're doing back in the pocket. All right, let me go back to the comments and see if you're yelling at me. The Soviets do have a level 3 fort in Stalino. Okay, yep. Gregor's, Z-Town is Z-Town to me. Whenever I've partied there, we just call it Z-Town. I have no idea how you actually say it. Hey, Malcolm, what's up? And did I already say hi to you, Peter? Maybe I did. I don't remember. CJ, we better hold. you're right about that. Jerry Branch is here. Lucas is here. Great group, great group. Hey, Salty Dodger. I swear to God, I will do another War in the West video. I will finish that tutorial. It's been a very busy time. I've got 3 games going on, whether it be War Plan Pacific, War in the Pacific, or this game. Once that War Plan Pacific is over, I'm going to turn to War in the West, and we'll actually play a campaign in that. I'm not sure if I'll play the full grand campaign, but we will play some War in the West because damn, I love that game. Okay. Now then, we've got a lot of reinforcements that have come in here. Now we're obviously not going to move anything out of Kiev. I don't think that makes sense to attack there. I'm going to try to push these guys out. We may only just get to the Desna with some of this Chernigov, and then hopefully maybe we could get up to the Desna here, but we're running out of time. As a matter of fact, let's look at the weather. It's getting muddy off to the east a little bit. By the end of the turn, what's the weather in the air? Oh, we got rain coming in. That's not what we need when we need points. So we're going to get rain next turn. Okay, so I mean, our offensive plans here in the South, quote unquote offensive, may really stop right along the rivers here. I'm going to push for Gomel. I don't give a damn what we've got to throw into it. We're going to take Gomel, but maybe we'll just have to come straight along the Dnieper here, at least to here, and then we can follow the minor river up here. What is this? What is that? God, I can't read. The I put. Okay, so I'm sure it's a beautiful river. I don't know. We'll see. That's for the future. Let's get to moving. That's what you guys want to see me turn the turn. I know what you want. 14, 9. Okay, these guys. What does he got? He's got 15,000, 15,000, 8,000 there, but he's behind 2 rivers. So hopefully that gives him some kind of protection. I could move this guy up or down. Let's move him down one. We may as well. We're trying to scoot some of this to the south. We may as well scoot it as far as we can. He was here. Let's scoot him down. Okay. And then he's still got a couple or a few movement points. Let's scoot him around if we can. I don't know. We'll just keep replacing our own guys there as we come down. I'll stack him with this infantry. Okay. These guys, he's kind of out here all on his own, but he's at least in a level fort. It's only a 1 though. He can't really move very far. And then we've got this unit that could continue moving, so let's do that if we can. Keep moving southeast with some of these guys. It's not ideal, but we've got to try to fill in over here to the east of us. And so a lot of these units still had some movement points left, so we're going to try to move them around. Now, he may get blasted this turn. I hope not, but he may. This guy, all right, we got to get him around a little closer to his core. Now, he's got 2 movement points. Can he go anywhere? Not really. I could slide him all the way down here. I think I'll do that just to try to, I said we can't have that get to this rail. Now he's isolated, so I don't think he'll be able to do it. But just in case, let's move around. Now we've got these motorized back here that'll move next time, but for the time being, I think we can scoot this infantry, and this is what's going to help us get some more units up into this area, so I hope. All right, so I'm going to bring him all the way over here behind this river. All right, so they shouldn't be able to get through here because we have them motorized. And then I'm going to bring this unit. Guess we can kind of cut it off to here so we can go straight up this rail, by this rail line. Where else do we have fort levels? We really don't have that many. Okay, so he's going to go there. Then we can take this and move it. Okay, hold on. All right, so he's there. The next hex would be here. If we're going every other. So let's go there. And how far can this guy get? He can't get that far. Yeah, he can get to there. Okay, so Let's put this guy, we may have to leave a little bit of a gap somewhere, and it may be like right here. And let's do it this way. Let's go there, and then we'll go there. All right, so he's got these guys in command. I don't like the headquarters quite that close. Let's back him off just a little bit. All right, so now we're double stacked here, and we can continue moving up this way. This guy's got 8,300 troops. The light group, the Jaeger division, not looking strong. He can go there. This is going to allow us at least to get one more 5th Jaeger. They may have to double stack. This unit is going to come here, and he's still got movement points left. And is he in command? He is. Let's take all 3 here. Well, we can't use all 3. We could use 2. Eh, that's not great. Okay, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take this motorized that still has a few points left, and we're going to go there. I'm going to take this infantry. That doesn't work quite right. What I'm trying to do is get more right there. I was hoping I could scoot him over. Can one of these guys get over there? Almost. He can't move at all. I could stack like that. I could hit there as well. This headquarters, I know, is going to have to move. Double stacked there. We're triple stacked there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move him back one, and let's bring the stronger of the 2 IDs there. We really need him there. Um, hmm. All right. Well, dang it. We've still got movement points back here. This guy is fairly well protected. We could scoot this over. Boy, it's getting testy over here. Let's go here, here. I hate to give up that level 2 fort. We'll go here. I'm going to hit that with a hasty and see if it does anything. Just see what kind of strength he's got. He's got 11,000 men. Okay, we lost 4 men on that scouting mission. I wish I could move this guy back into a level 2 fort, but we may as well keep him up here. And now we've got the motorized over here. We'll be able to obviously scoot a lot more over next time. But I think that's as good as we can get it this time. Let me just make sure that's true. I don't think there's anything else to scoot. Now, we could take one of these units, like him. Oh, shit. I've got the bug again. It's not allowing me to do anything until I attack. 211. Maybe that's giving me the signal that I should just call it right at this point. Let's do this and click back and see if that works. What I was thinking is I could move this guy here, and then I could scoot the rest of these over even one more. And then we give him a lane through here, obviously, or through here, but it's kind of hopefully a road to nowhere. All right, well, I've got to do some janky little attack here. These guys, I don't know, can they attack? Why can't you attack? It's not doing anything. Well, it will do that. All right. I don't want to I don't really want to do this. Let's do a hasty attack there to unbug the game. We lose 19 men, which allows more movement. Okay, fine. It's starting to drive me crazy. I'm just afraid we can't lose this game at this point. Um, where would I rather him drive through? I guess right along the river here, but we can't open up things towards Krivy Rogue, obviously, and we can't let him get to this rail line. So maybe this, we would rather him go straight south, probably. Okay, let's do that then. Let's move this around here. And we'll scoot this one over. As a matter of fact, if I do it this way, yeah, we create another hole, but we've got motorized here. If he wants to keep pouring down here, that's, okay. Let's put the headquarters up here. Right. Now then, we've freed up another unit to move. So we can get up here. And this can get over here where we're the weakest. Maybe here? Yeah, we've only got 5,900 troops there. So this is 82. Let's put the light in there. Again, it's just trying to hold on. Once we take Stelino, obviously our main mission has to be Rostov, but we can also try to do an encirclement here, at least back to D-Town, right? Just this portion right here with some of this motorized. Look, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We got to take Rostov first, but we're going to have to cut off those troops somehow. No lane, says Jerry. I'm trying, Jerry. I'm trying. Okay, that all looks good. Let's fly some freight out here. We've got a level 2 airfield where we can do it to there. It's coming out of Geneshek. Okay. Now, I moved a lot of that stuff down to Odessa, so they should have a pretty clean flight right up. We'll see. I'm just going to do a single mission, make sure we can get in there with no problems, and we do with 139 tons of freight. We'll certainly take that. Let's try to go there again, and let's do multiple missions if they're just going to allow us to do it. All right, we're getting a lot of freight out there. 141, 129, 93. That's great. I think I also have to go look at one more rail unit before we turn this. I'm pretty sure I've still got a rail to move. Wow, it just keeps going. I love it. We'll also try to do that up to Rezhev with the freight. Do we have a level 2 airport somewhere? I mean, we do there, but the Soviets are going to be coming down on that, right? I think we best fly it straight into. Oh, here's a level 2. Ah, that works. Let's just do a single mission first. Make sure that we're not losing too many transport planes. Okay, 120. Take that. Let's try that again. And let's do multiple missions. Wow, I love it. Somewhere out there, Nordhammer smiles to himself about these freight transport missions. It says, job well done, Luftwaffe. Oh, no, you're not smiling, Nord. He's like, why are you flying them from so far away? Well, because I've got them back. I think I've got them at Minsk and Odessa at this point. They've got unbelievable range. Now, I know that they can fly more missions. I get that, right? But I like to have them a little. Well, let's just look at it. We could move them up to, let's say, Vilnius, but I like them to be where they can get to wherever has freight, right? You need to have I forget the exact number. I think it's 4,000 in freight to run a transport mission. So some of these places don't have enough. You get up here, we've got a lot of different choices. Yes, you're right. We could fly fewer miles, though. I guess I was going to make some grand defense of this. We probably should move the transports up so they're flying fewer miles. They can fly more missions. Now, I will tell you, we got about 500 tons, maybe not that much, 350 to 400 tons in there. Could we have gotten another 50 to 100 tons? Maybe. And so we will move them up during the air phase. Oh, the rail. All right, let's go back and look and see. Make sure that we moved all of our rail. That's FBD 5. That's FBD 4. They both moved. We got a lot of secondary rail that's out here from the headquarters. I tried to put them all in, Army Group A, Army Group B, Sometimes they're down at the actual army level and not the army group level. But for the most part, oh, this one in Krivi Rog. I think that we can, get out here and start using this one. But do I want to do it this turn? Now, we could come up here and start helping with all of this. But we've got so much over here that I want to keep this as a super depot. Just because, I mean, that is a lot of logistics. Let's make sure, let's pull up our logistics. Okay, we've got it coming in. Why is it not going in there? Let's look at the rail. Do I not have it? I mean, I get that they're next to it, but we should be able to get freight in there. Huh. It's connected, or is it? Well, it's connected this way. Huh. I don't know. It should be flowing from a 3 to a 4. Here it's flowing from a 3 to a 4. Where else could we potentially build a depot out here? I'm not seeing an obvious spot. I mean, I guess we can't really do it there because we moved north here. Um, yeah, I don't see an obvious spot over here. What about Rezhev? We're going to need some logistics up here. This town, but it's obviously not connected yet. Eh, I think we're just going to leave it this turn. Did I have another rail unit somewhere though? I thought I did. Get off that. I can't see. It blinded me. It's not there. In the north, do I have a rail unit up here somewhere? Yeah. Let's look at this rail. Okay, we've repaired into Narva, all right, and that's moved back to the rail, so we can take that somewhere else. That's FBD 3. Tap Smolensk. It's not up here. I've lost an FBD. No, I haven't. I think I know where it is. It's back over here somewhere. I thought it was right in this area. Oh, there it is. There it is. FBD2. I was like, where the heck did FBD2? Okay, we did move it. All right, let's turn the turn unless you're telling me I forgot something. Um, oh no, rail east of Z Town. When I scrolled back to the transport, I passed over a black unit that was not on a train. Half black, half gray. Okay. Back here, these guys have already moved. This is Army Group Center. This is Army Group Center. This is OKH. Okay. There's 3rd Panzer Army. He really should get moving down the road. We'll do that. Uh, Italians, Hungarians. We've got FBDs out here. We've got KDO East. The headquarters is sitting here. What is this? Oh, that's OKL. It's sitting in Berlin. That's the main air command, the total air command. We could get rid of Goring. Somebody said do that. We've got a lot. Okay, let's get rid of Ederman Goring. In the air, looks like von Grime. What is Goring in the air? He's a 3. Okay, well, that's not great. Let's get rid of him. Execution. Okay, there we go. We've got a lot of APs, so why not? Okay, that'll make our air a little better, maybe. KDO East, right? Okay, in the north or in well, I'm not going to go through all that. We'll look at it during the air phase. All of this, okay. Let's go make sure we don't have any Hungarians that can move. I don't think we should. I see no movement points out here. We have no Romanians. Nope. We've got no Italians. Nope. All right. I'm gonna let it fly. Let's do it. We're playing this for fun. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Yes. Set weather. Man, if the rain starts now, that causes us a real problem. So we got to start digging in if it's really. near Minsk. It's another SS regiment, yes, indeed. It's part of that group that became 3rd Panzer, even though they were all infantry at some point. If you haven't been around for the whole thing, there's been a lot that's happened in this game. During the scramble to save Minsk, suddenly 3rd Panzer Army became an infantry army, and it's got a random SS unit in it. Sure. All right. Soviet logistics. What we're waiting for is the front attacks, which will be the proof in the pudding. We'll see. This area right to the west of D Town and Z Town out here is getting fraught with danger because, as others have pointed out, of course, we cannot let that get closed off. That's game over kind of stuff. But we've got motorized coming. We can obviously turn some of this motorized back if it gets too weird or wonky. Okay, you see double raindrops. You can already see the mud forming. Weather always turns during the Soviet turn. In the rule book, they say that's because the Allies had better weather detection, I guess. Sure. What is that? That looked like a city bombing. He's put up 147 sorties. We've responded with 110. He's lost 104 planes. We've lost 4. We'll take those numbers every time. Yeah, the double range. Surely it's going to dry off again one more time before the heavy rains come. We hope. Well, that's the first thing I'm going to look at this time, the weather. Because if this all gets muddy out here, whoo boy. All right. It's through the Soviet air phase. They lost 100 aircraft doing something. I think we ended up losing 4. I don't know. I didn't look back at it. Here come the front attacks. And we'll see where the AI wants to pick on us this time around. I think most of the action will be around D Town, Z Town. He says, hold on, where are we here? To get my bearings straight. Not the bearing straight. This is north of Kiev. This is out in the middle of the swamp, right? That's the Pripyat River. So he's attacking into these groups that were holding this pocket. But now that the pocket's done with, they've moved over here to the east. You can see there's Gomel. All right, so we got to try. I really want to try to get to Gomel. This is Jordan out here. We win this battle. We hold 1 to 1.3. Not very significant losses on either side. He tries to hit that group again. This time it goes 1.2 to 1, but he loses 964. Now he attacks the more advanced group under Jordan. He loses 10, 45, 19, and 30. All right, more of those attacks, please, Soviet man. He's trying to isolate this out here, but I think, well, he's got a tank corps and a rifle corps out here. It's a strong group. Okay, now this was that unit that I said I wish I could move back into a level 2 fort. Well, this is why. 3.7 to 1. The fort didn't help a whole lot. When we went raw, it was 43 to 102. He was coming across, or at least he had some difficulties here attacking us because he went from a 102 to 45. That could be command, could be terrain, could be weather. Whatever the case, the raw went 102 to 45. We went down to a 12 though, but at least we jumped back into a level 2 fort. Now we've got the motorized there. We'll see. So even when the Soviets beat us 3.7 to 1, we actually do more damage to them, which certainly would be frustrating as a Soviet player. 1 to 1.2, he loses 912, we lose 203, and we hold where we double stacked there. This is the group we moved just 20 clicks, I guess, southeast of D Town. We get attacked into, but because we double stacked, we did hold 1 to 1.3 here. He loses 959 to our 186. He also loses a decent number of artillery and AFVs. That's a really good result for us. We had to hold. He knocks us. back along the line here. We actually took 563 in losses there. This is into our double stack. He can't move us here to the west of D-Town, but he's getting a lot of strength across the river. You know, he's having to come across the river, which is tough. These guys get hit again. We hold again, thank goodness. Where again, attacking out here north, way north of Kiev, northwest of Kiev, and we're holding here, all under Jordan. This is Jordan's corps. He's holding the line, but he is trying to move in strength to the west. There's really not a whole lot out here. It's just the swamps. This guy's getting a little, he's not isolated yet, but he's getting a little out here. We're going to have to watch that. Okay, again, into Jordan's group. Again, we're holding. Not a whole lot of losses on either side. This is in the mud and in the rain. This is Mogilev. So this is directly east of Mogilev. He's trying to hit this line in 4th Army. He's taken some big losses, 751 to 48. And he hits into this group again. They're all under Rouse. Rouse is a good general. He's pretty much all 7s. All right, we hold there. He's attacking. Is that across the river? It's hard. Yeah, it is across the river. Okay, this is right outside of Smolensk. 770 to 85, 1 to 2.3. So we win that battle nicely. Even though we were outnumbered 21,000 to 9,000. Now it's 15,000 to 9,000. We hold again. This has all gone really well so far. Nothing's cracked. Just north of Valeki Luki, he takes major losses up against Von Chapuis out here, who's lounging on a sofa, just just reading the reports leisurely. He's got no worries, this man. Okay, that's it. Soviet front attacks done. Okay, that went really well for us. I'm very surprised that the Soviets didn't attack into Rezhev, didn't attack into Stalino. We've really ground them down during this summer and early fall. You know, they just don't have a big secondary line that's coming at us now as they did earlier. You know, some of this 2 to 3 million men that we've trapped, that we've captured, he put a lot of strength into those marshes, and now he doesn't have a lot to come and get us with. I hope, you know, fingers crossed. We'll wait and see how this winter goes, but we've really evened up the game quite a bit. Now we just got to get the points. Double raindrops, though, even up north here. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of mud, and hopefully that's just a one-turn thing, and we get a respite here for 3 or 4 turns. All right, he's flying his freight into Stalino, which he should do. I'm sure he'll fly. Oh, he's flying some into Moscow. Uncle Joe needed some new pajamas. They're flying them out. And now, yeah, he came into Rezhev as well. All right, it's our turn. September 13th, 1942, Dateline. Turn 65 of this game, if you can believe it. Look at us. We're heading for Moscow. No, not in 42. That'll be our 1943 operation. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We can't lose this initiative. We're going to get the 20 points, I think, for certain. But then it's how do we get the last 10? Is it Kalinin? Is it Rostov? I think it's got to be Rostov. We can't get this, you know, extended out here. We'll never hold that because he'll be coming with reserves and strength out of Moscow. You know, this is the best place for him to come. You know, he's only about 120 kilometers away there. And there's major rail into Moscow, obviously, and major rail out up to Kalinin. So I don't even think there's an opportunity to do that. It is nice to get on the Volga River, though. I wish we could extend here. And as we bring that new corps up here to the northeast of our line, maybe we will try to push out a little bit. But this rain will tell us a lot. We'll see what it's going to do next time. Nord says the AI received 450K because the AI recaptured certain cities in Poland. Damn, I would never hoped we'd say that in 1942. And it'll get a free Polish army sometime in November. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the challenge, certainly. Okay, breaking news. Soviet partisans. That's all we get this time. This was the defending the motherland. This is what Nordhammer was saying. That's because just like when we took Leningrad and we got the Finns, when the Soviets take certain cities, they get 450,000 in reserve, and evidently they get a Polish army. Okay. Let's look. I'm going to look at the weather first because I'm very curious what's happening here. It actually is showing rain back to the west. So it's, oh, this is at the end of the turn. Okay. It's raining over Central Europe. It's not making it out onto majority of the battlefield in the south, but it's certainly making it into the center and the north. Okay, but that's going to start to recede. As you know, I'm a trained meteorologist. High pressure means good weather, so I've been told. Um, and so it's moving that rain back out to the west. It's still going to be on the northern part of the battlefield, though, obviously, but we're not seeing it in certain, parts of the center. Let's hope that that holds. Weather on the ground, you can see the mud over the center and the north. Okay. That's at the end of the turn, but that never updates. This is just what it is for the turn. So we've got mud in the center and in the north. Okay, let's go to our turn report. What came in this time? Italy, the 17th Italian Corps. Okay. They need all the help they can get in Italy. Western Europe, we've got a static division that went into that theater box. We got 3 items that went into the Axis reserves, an Italian infantry division that we could bring out at some time. I don't know. I know nothing about this, but I'm sure it's a badass group. 1 light flak, 1 mixed flak. We'll have to pay attention to our support units now. We've basically got everything on the map that we're going to get for quite some time. I mean, we get cores, but these are headquarters units, reserve corps and corps. I don't think we get any infantry divisions on the map. We get the Luftwaffe Field Corps. Interesting. And we also maybe get some things into reserves, reserve infantry group. Now that goes to Western Europe. Luftwaffe field, I don't know. We'll come back and look at all that. The point is, this turn we don't get anything. But we have gotten some support units, so we'll have to dole those out. Okay, what happened last turn? We lost 30,000 men, 377 artillery, 101 on the AFVs, a little higher than I'd like, but we're on offensive actions right now. 116 planes. On the map, we lose 23,000 men. So we only replace 7,000 men of the men we lost on the map. We replaced about 300 artillery. We actually went backwards in AFVs. We lost 101. We lose 127 on the map. We lost 116 aircraft, but we gained 36 on the map. So we obviously replaced about 150 aircraft this time. Theater boxes built up a little bit, especially artillery and men. Okay. Soviets, they actually gained men on the map this time. It's the first time they've gained men on the map in a long time. 36,000, but they got that huge infusion of reserves. 588 guns, 427 AFVs. That's a big number, obviously. They lost 86 aircraft. If you look at our logistics, we're requesting 315,000 trucks. Unfortunately, we have 114,000 trucks in repair. These guys are just working around the clock. In the depots, we have 43,000. We have 294,000 trucks out in the units, 10,000 sitting in the pool. We requested 45,000 tons of supply. We got 23,000. So we got a deficit there, obviously. For ammo or equipment, we got 18,950. Okay. Men received, we got 98,000, it's telling us. of replacements, whatnot. Tons differential, 18,000 tons differential of what we really wanted and what we got. Okay, we've got 140 units under strength. We've got 26 unready. Let's go look at the unready units. These are all under strength. The yellow, the red are unready. Okay, so it's mainly Hungarians. Now it says we've got 26. I'm not seeing 26. But the yellow are under strength. Okay. Now these are supply alerts, strength alerts, supply alerts. Okay. So our supply is a little bit low all along the line. I guess not surprising. We've got some major depots we're going to need to get to really get that supply kicked up. You know, we're trying to make pockets in certain places, so the supply is not perfect. That's for sure. We continue to sit on 518 points. Okay. Okay, let's go to overall losses. We're now at 2.42, let's say, men, 36,000 guns, and 6,200 AFVs. Okay. The Soviets are now over 8.5 million, of which 2.5 have been killed, nearly 4 million captured, and 2.1 million disabled. So this number is coming more in line of where you should be at this point in the game as we transitioned in 1942 to actually capturing Soviet troops. Men killed, we've had nearly a million men killed now, and a lot of disabled, 1.3 million. When you look at the air losses total, 7.6 for us, 28,000. So it's 4-to-1 air losses in our favor here. Okay, let's go to the charts. I always like to look at the charts. Oh, you know what I did want to look at? Um, Not there. Why am I losing my mind all of a sudden? There was something I wanted to look at. Well, we'll come back to that. Let's go to the charts. Victory points were at 518. Total battle, this is the full order of battle. But of course, the Germans have a lot in the Western Europe reserve. They've got a lot in other reserves. So yes, technically, we've got 7 million men under arms. The Soviets have 5.5 million. But you may remember from your history classes, the Germans are fighting a two-front war. Uh, in this case, they're in North Africa, but they've also got a garrison Western Europe. Let's look at losses first. Okay, this last turn, the Soviets lost 145,000 men. Okay, what can you say? We kind of completed the one pocket, and we completed another pocket the 2 turns ago, so they didn't lose quite as many this time. 2,099 on the guns, AFV 606. Map men, you can see the Soviets for the first time in a long time gained men on the map. We're at 3.8. He's at 4.3. So we got about a 500,000 men deficit on the map. Guns. He gains in guns this time. He's up to 47,000. He's got about a 10,000 advantage or 11,000 almost gun advantage on the map. Map AFVs, as you can see, started to move back up now, 6.2 to 3. This is our real disadvantage there, especially as he starts bringing in better tanks. Map aircraft were essentially parity on the aircraft. Let's go down and look at his manpower pool. And as you can see, whoop! Okay, Soviets, you want to play that way? Look at that. He goes from, we had really knocked this way down, but he got that extra 450,000 men. He put some of them on the map this time, but not nearly all of them, obviously. So he's got 637,000 men in his reserve. We've been slowly inching up to the 500,000 man mark. Woo! All right. Now what? Well, I don't know. We're at 50 minutes. Let's move on. Let's keep going. Um, Yeah, the whole Austere is under strength. Indeed, they are. Indeed, they are. Um, we could sit here and talk about all day about why that is. It's not the logistical network as far as rail, but we've had a real problem. Um, the rail looks good. We do need more forward depots. I think that now Narva is hooked up. We can see. Not that this one's going to make the difference, but yep, Narva is now hooked up. Well, we can't get any closer than that. And so, this is going to be coming in here. We'll turn Sonda down to a 3, so it all passes out to Narva. Sonda also has a lot in the stockpile. I was talking about running some recon this time. All right, let's do it. I was kind of just curious. Maybe we can get a read on, what is in here. Well, it looks like we've already got a read on it. We've got a cavalry division, a naval infantry brigade, and a rifle brigade. Oh my God, that's beautiful. He's only got a cavalry division and 2 brigades in here. Well, we should be able to take that quite easily. Now, this turn, where do we want to turn with the panzers, though? That's the question. I mean, we could try to do some kind of encirclement here and straighten up this whole line out to Rezhev. But this is terrible terrain. It's very hard to get your panzers through here. It's now raining. They may very well get stuck out here. This is much better terrain, but really, how far do we even want to advance? I guess we could, come to the Shat River. Uh, I just wanted to say it. And, Vyazma. But remember, in last winter, we got kicked out of here. We tried to make a stand here, but there's not a lot of natural barriers right through this corridor, as there are none really through this corridor. Quite frankly, you're best to probably stay on this river straight up to Rezhev. Maybe that's what we do. But we could try to get one more encirclement just to take out troops. Now, I would prefer to go this way if this was good terrain because, I would love to straighten this out. Also, we've been under pressure into Valeki Luki for a very long time. I would like to fix that if we could. Um, okay. As we move down the map, and I'll just well, I don't want to back up that much. As we move down the map, Fourth Army, okay, it is that's just kind of been standing still for a long time. Out here, at the very least, I want to get to the river here. This is the Dnieper that comes up here. I would like to get to that at the very least here. Um, we also, at some point, could maybe bring some panzers down here, but we're running out of time. I'm going to use the Hungarians along this line. We'll clear out some of these hexes, but there are no Soviet troops left back here in the pocket. The line is clear, and now it's just all about putting this rail back together because a big part of our problem logistically is all of these units out here. I mean, we're only going into Kiev and Minsk, and so these trucks have a long ways to go out in the middle of the swamps, avoiding Soviet alligators, trying to get the various supply out there. The Italians were going to move south. This is a mess out here. He's got a few breakthroughs, but this was priority number 1. Now that this is done, of course, we have to go after Rostov just for the points. It's September 13th. We have to do it by October 1st. I think we can get there and get it surrounded, but who knows what he's got there. We should probably run some recon out over Rostov. Let's just do it. All right, so let's take. We've got recon down here. That's Luftflotte 4. Where is Luftflotte? There it is. Okay, I was like, what in the hell? Let's do recon missions. And let's just kind of do this whole area here. So I'll just kind of put it in the middle. Recon, okay, that all looks good. Let's fly out over our own troops. All right, that should be a fairly safe mission. He's at 9,000. We're going to look at units and interdiction, so things we don't know about and the strength of things we already do know about. That's my understanding. Medium, very high, okay, And let's do, I don't know, 5 hexes? Is that too much? No, that's about right. That gets us right over Stelino and Rostov. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's try that one more time. Ah, there we go. All right, now they're both in the box. Okay, so that'll be one of our recon missions this time because I actually am. This is what recon's for. I am curious what's over there. I also would like to run recon where? You know what? I'd love to see what he has back here at Moscow. So let's click off of Luftflotte 4 and go to Luftflotte 1. And let's do recon. Got it on recon. Luftflotte 1 recon. Okay. Let's just see what's back here. Let's avoid all Soviets if we can. All right, there's our flight path. 9,000 feet, so we avoid flak from neighboring hexes. There. Let's do this at a, I don't know, 5. Ooh, it's saying we don't have enough planes to do that. 4? No. Are they having to go too far? Can't do it from there either. Could they do it over here? No. Where are all of our recon planes, for God's sakes? I must have moved. Let's find recon in the north. There's also a lot of recon planes we could bring in from the reserves. All right, let's click off that for a second. Let's find an airfield. How about this one? It's just a matter of, are they going to be on the map this time? Hungarian Recon Group? No thanks. NAGR 10? Let's bring air groups. Let's look at air groups. So Recon, okay. How many planes? 10. This is 10, 12, 31. These are 9 and 9. These are part of the same group. Let's put these out on the map there. Okay. That's fine. Let's transfer. All right, so they'll come out on the map. Now let's try this recon again. And also we can fly some recon up here. Let's see, is there a good, this is a lot of recon, I think. Let's get off that. There we go. Yeah, these are a lot of recon aircraft. Let's bring them, let's fly them north so they can help with this mission. We'll just put them in airfields back here. Let's do the transfer immediately, and we should get some recon up here now. And we'll put this in Luftflotte 1. Okay, there we go. Done. Now we can get back to Luftflotte 1. We'll click on recon. It already sets this up. Let's see if they'll fly the missions now. And when they don't, I'll start to curse again. Hide your kids. I'm going to be angry. Wow, this flight path. There we go. All right. I don't love the fact that he's sending fighters out, but I'm just going to leave it. Let's do 5 hexes. Now you see the purple. That means we're actually going to run the missions. Yeah, I just kind of want to see. I don't want to fly. Do I want to fly directly over Moscow? Sure. At 9,000 feet. We'll wave at Joe. 5, 121, 9. Let's do unit. Let's confirm it. All right. Let's get that off of that. There we go. Let's get it off of. There's no great place to do it. We'll just leave it right there. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Let's run our recon. Let's look at our other directives just to make sure. We got ground support, 2nd Panzer, 4th Army, 2nd Army. That all looks good. And now we've got the new recon. In Luftflotte 4, we've got 4th Panzer, 11th Army, and 6th Army. That's all great. And now 1st Panzer. So both Panzers, I always like to cover the Panzers with ground support. We've got that recon down by Rostov. We've also got ground support in Luftwaffe KDO East. That's all they're doing is running ground support on Army Group Antonescu. So they're helping out with the Romanians. Okay, let's do it. Let's run it. Yes. Oh, good. It's going to show us this little bit here as we go over here. We've already lost 7 planes, damn it. Are we seeing anything? No, it's already day 2. Ooh, we just went over Moscow and lost 7 more planes. Not seeing anything out here so far. 13 of these losses have been operational, 4 in air combat as he scrambles out of Moscow, I assume, and 1 by flak. So we lose 19 planes. Okay, let's see what kind of information we gleaned. Well, either there's nothing out here or we didn't see it. So it could be either. Let's see down here by Rostov. Okay, he does have 2 units in here, and we filled in a few units out this way. Okay, good to know. And now we're on the ground. Oh my goodness. Now the good times. Nord says fly lower for better intel. I would agree. I mean, but 9,000 feet's pretty low for recon. I think historically they were flown much higher than that, but just because, uh, yes, Peter, that's why I fly them at 9,000 feet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're below 10,000 feet, flak from neighboring hexes can't hit you. Now, it can hit you from low altitude flak from that hex, but it can't hit you from neighboring hexes. CJ wanted me to look over Krasnodar. I should have, CJ. Darn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was head down. Yes, we only have the Italians until winter time. The Italians go crying home to mommy in the winter. Either that or they go to try to fortify Sicily. One of the two. Um, hey, what's up, John? How are you? Uh, let's get down here and see what's going on. All right, Narva line. I don't. Let's just see for 1 second what kind of new support units we have back. We got some light flak, labor to this not a lot, not a lot there. Um, Lindemann's been sitting up here with his guys. Now I was looking at this before the episode. I would actually really like to move these guys back behind the river here, but now that we've already got level 3 forts built, I'm just not going to. They still have to come across a minor river, at least from the east. They don't up this roadway, but a level 3 fort gives us a pretty decent defensiveness. So I'm just going to leave them here for now. I maybe would be better off to put them behind the Narva River. They're still all contiguous. I don't know. I've gone back and forth about it. I may eventually just move them back 1 hex and forego those forts just to get the major river defensive advantage. We'll see. We've got rail up here, and he can rail out. So we're going to rail him down to the center where we need help rebuilding the rail. And while we're doing that, why don't we look where we need help? A lot of this needs rebuilt out here. And maybe I'll just bring him in to this area, like around here, and he'll start rebuilding some of this. Can't hurt. Can he get off the train? Nope. He needs 100. There was no place with real around here with a good rail yard. So we'll bring him in there, and he'll start rebuilding some of this. There's nothing really to rebuild left in the north. The north all looks good. Green, green, green. This is a rail line to nowhere unless we're going for a vacation on Lake Peepus. But I don't plan that, at least not this year. So no need to repair that. Everything else is good, except we do, some of these places out into Daugavpils. We need to get out into some of these places. So he's going to rebuild as much of this as we can, just to have, a contiguous rail line everywhere. We've also got a few back here in the north. Now, do we need those? Yeah, I guess right up here we do. If we get port supply in here, we've also got this here, which causes freight to have to go around, but to where? Some of this is getting blocked, but it can get through here to Riga, but we need to clean up some of this. So that's what the one in the north will be up to. All right, get off the rail. Again, I don't think there's anything more to be done here. Now it looks like the Soviets have pulled back in this area, likely because we've completely surrounded Rezhev. So I don't know. He's coming down this way. He also could be trying to fortify around Veliki Luki, certainly, but it looks like he's moved out a little bit. Um, Back here we have that Moscow Jaeger. I think I'm going to bring the Germans around a little bit here. Oh no, there we go on the train. Over here to his compatriots. But first of all, I'm going to attack this airborne unit. While we're here, let's look back. Let's make sure they got everything they need. We're under von Arnhem out here. He's got good looking, kind of mix there. Support units in the 18th, it's just construction. There is some light flak if we needed it. I don't think we do. All right, so let's actually have the Finns attack to the northwest and try to blow that airborne unit out. We do that, 796 and 11. And then I'm going to have the Germans. Yes, I'm going to give up this fort momentarily, but I'm going to come up here with the Germans. So let's go there, and then I'll bring these Finns over to this level 3 fort. Now, I'm not going to push out with the Finns yet, but I'm going to start probing along this line a little bit, if nothing else, to kind of put a little bit of this under pressure. And we have another corps coming, so I think it's worth it. All right, this division's not very strong. He probably needs a breather, and at some point we could move this back here, take this, and let it breathe back at Pskov. I am going to put that on refit. How's this unit look? 11,000? Okay, that's all right. Let's go ahead and attack with the one that needs on refit anyway, just because it's an amphib unit. We knocked that back. And then let's hit with this German unit here and see what we find. All right, we win that battle technically, but we don't move that back. All right, with that said, then I'll just move him right back into the fort level, and we get right back into our level 3 forts. But now we have the Finns together. We also have the secondary rail out here. He's kind of going to nowhere, so I'm going to put him back at his headquarters. No reason to attack with him again. Now then, do we want to start pushing out this way? He's in a level 3 fort. We may as well take one step forward. Let's try a nutcracker here and see how it works. Do we get it? Yeah, we push him back. All right, we get a retreat there. This is under Valor, very good general. He had a 0 combat value adjusted. The Soviets did. We end up with a 48. Now, again, it's raining. We were also coming across the river. 2,000 to 146. We retreat him out. Off he goes. Excellent. Excellent. Now he's in a level 3 fort, and it's a matter of, do we start moving forward with these guys? If we're going to, we need to have a plan. Where are we going? Are we going to the Lavat River? Are we going to try to get out there? Do we have enough units to even sustain that? Well, it's a great question because not only do we have to go to the Lavat, we've got to come around the Plyusa and hold the Plyusa. I don't think we have enough troops to do that. So I'm just going to back him back up into level 3 fort for now. Now, if things change out here, we may start trying to move forward, but he doesn't have a whole lot out here. As a matter of fact, let's switch these really quickly. So we take the stronger unit and put it over here. And let's then hit there, and we knock that back. That's 485 and 27. I mean, it looks like he's kind of abandoned this area, but the last thing we want is to get here, find out all the Soviets are on the river, and lose our fortifications, right? Now we could, how far out here could we get with some of these? I mean, we could start moving out towards the Plyusa and put some pressure on him, because the Plyusa does run. It's not contiguous. Right here, it stops actually at Plyusa. It comes around like this, but then you have this other river, the Chelon, sure, that comes up here to the lake. I don't know. It's all very interesting. I mean, I guess this guy doesn't have to be here. We have something back here, so let's just move him out here for a moment and see what we're dealing with. Well, all right. And we'll use this Jaeger to make sure we keep that fort level. He doesn't have to be in Pskov. This guy's not jumping, they're not jumping anywhere there. That's fine. So I guess we could do that. We could come up to this river and across the Playusa potentially. I don't know. I want to make sure we keep our fort levels. So I'm just kind of probing with this one unit to see what we can find. Let's also jump across here. Oh, there's the Soviet Union. Okay, we'll jump back. See you around. Nice to meet you. Here's a Christmas present. Um, this is all a little weak along here, obviously. I'm probably not telling you something you don't know. Let's hit this cavalry unit, blow that out of there. 549. Those are always thorns in your side because they're the ones that jump down to Veleky Luki. 8,700, 13,000. Okay, I like that. Looks a little too strong to attack into any of this. We're building up fort levels, or we're trying to anyway. We've got, four strong German, well, they're not strong necessarily, but we've got four German divisions along here. That all looks fine. I don't think there's anything to do there, but we've got this other corps coming. Now, he was on the rail last turn. If we keep him on the rail, how far can he go? Well, he can get into Veleky Luki pretty easily. He could also come down here by Smolensk. He could come out into this area. Now, I'm going to put him into Ninth Army, maybe? But I think we're going to do that next time. I got to go help my wife, guys. I tell you, I go to a lot of freaking weddings, my friends. Hey, Kalo. Oh, I miss Kalo. Dang. What's up, Kalo? Oh, those Italians, they'll be all right. I love the Italians. I always tell you guys, my wife's half Sicilian. So I got to give the Italians a little bit of crap. I mean, her family name is Deserto. It doesn't get more Italian than that. Um, so she'll give me a side glance from time to time when I talk about the Italians in their Prada boots. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day today. I mean, I could go down a rabbit hole and go another hour probably. When we come back next time, we're gonna take Rezhev one way or another. They don't have enough strength. Um, the Second Panzer to take Leningrad. Nordenau, come on, there would have been one heck of a scrap there, certainly. I guess it's possible. I don't know. I don't think the Soviets have a whole lot up there. I am tempted to run Second Panzer back around and then surround the Narva line before the winter. Just give them one last mission, but we'll see. We'll see. Till next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? 10 a.m. Pacific Coast time. Tomorrow is a Sunday. We'll have a very nice leisurely Sunday as we assault Rezhev. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Great comments today. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. The monocle is still coming. We need to do it for a very special occasion, so we'll see when that is. Till tomorrow, adios. Strategy Gaming Dojo. Have a